Tiff, what's your assessment of what Obama announced yesterday at the White House? Your take on the 23 executive orders?
Well, first of all, I don't believe that. I believe that these are important times. I believe that the fact that there's over 250,000 new NRA members is a statement to the government, a new updated "Don't Tread on Me" statement. I believe the celebration of American families buying more ammo and firepower in the last 30 days than ever in recorded history is an undeniable statement that we will not take this line down. What President Obama is doing is implementing his Saul Alinsky training. He really wants to fundamentally transform the last greatest quality of life in the history of humankind. And he wants us to be more European-like, where they, the sheeple, are subservient, uninspired, and shackled to a great degree. When a man can dictate to another man an unarmed helplessness, such a dictator is dangerous and against the very pulse of freedom that is instinctual and is written down in the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. So we need to examine every line of this executive action and executive order. We, the people, have to break away from these shackles of self-inflicted apathy, and we need to raise maximum increased hell with our elected officials, saying that the right to keep and bear arms does not need to be reinterpreted, that keep means it's mine, you can't have it, and bear means I have some on me right now and they're loaded. Anyone that infringes upon that must be treated like King George. And when the #1 gun crime in the history of America is a direct result of an attorney general, we the people better wake up, and I think we are waking up. But I think this unprecedented threat against individual freedom in the Constitution will be countered with a new voting power and a fist of we the people like no one's ever seen before, and I pray every night that we do.
Now what do you say to people in the media like Piers Morgan, for example?
I've already said it to Piers Morgan, and it was beautiful.
Saw that video clip, it was great.
Who's leading the crusade, basically.
Well,
he asks everyone this question, and it's kind of an unfair, stupid question. He says, "Why do you need an AR-15? Why does anyone need an
You're
AR-15?
playing the devil's Piers Morgan advocate.
That's what he asks everyone.
I need an AR-15 the same reason the CNN security guards need an AR-15, Piers. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And just to, I think I can summarize it. I can articulate the shortcomings of Piers' mental capacity and his terminal, not so great British genetics. But I think I heard Piers Morgan sing his national anthem when I was at CNN. He doesn't know that I was listening, but I heard him sing the national anthem of Piers Morgan in Great Britain, and I will sing it for you now. The guy is the poster child for sheep-like dependency. And I don't need to answer why I need an AR-15. It's not the Declaration of Needs. It's not the Bill of Needs. I don't need a Corvette to go to the store for milk and bread, but I want to, etc., etc. I don't need to play the guitar like I do because, well, actually I do because nobody else can. But anytime anyone inserts the term need regarding a free man's choice, that person is dangerous, and we must vote them out of office as soon as possible and expose them in the media. I just wrote a piece today. Go to AOL.com. I wrote an AOL interview that is 10 loaded questions of insanity, and we could go on and on about the president's failings, his criminal activity, the criminality of Hillary Clinton, the criminality of Tim Geithner, the criminality of Eric Holder. But here is what's wrong with America today. We have a president, and everybody better write this down and memorize this. The President of the United States goes to the Vietnam Memorial Wall and pretends to honor 58,000 American heroes who died fighting communism, and then he hires, appoints, and associates with communists. He pretends to pay honor to men who died fighting communism, and then he hangs out with, hires, and appoints communists. He is an evil, dangerous man who hates America and hates freedom, and we need to fix this as soon as possible.
All right, lighter question, lighter note.
Is there a lighter note?
Yeah.
I could use one right about.
Well, yeah.
Let's talk about all the deer I'm killing this season.
The deer or SHOT Show, what's your favorite thing?
Bambi's mother.
You got it.
What's your favorite thing you've seen at SHOT Show so far?
My favorite thing I've seen at the SHOT Show is all the military and SWAT heroes that come up to me and thank me for standing up for the rights that they dedicate their lives to. I'm up to date on all the firepower and all the technology. In fact, my barn really actually competes with the SHOT Show display. You have never been to my barn. It's so beautiful, it's insane.
Is that an invitation, Ted?
No, it's not. It's more of a warning. Everything about the SHOT Show, the number one impressive thing about the SHOT Show is the spirit. There's a vitality increasing that is not just about fondling hardware and owning hardware and celebrating the Second Amendment and the hunting and outdoor lifestyle, but that it's an increasing activism, and that's the most exciting thing for me.
Right. Mr. Nugent, would you say your name? Give us one little soundbite about the sheep. That's going to play really
About
well.
the what now?
About the sheep.
The sheep. Yeah. Well, my name's Ted Nugent, and I'm part of a very great experiment in self-government where we, the people, determine our own pursuit of happiness and our own individual freedom and liberty. Not to be confused with the Barack Obama gang who believes in we the sheeple and actually is attempting to re-implement the tyranny of King George that we escaped from in 1776. And if you want another Concord Bridge, I got some buddies.
Mr. Nugent, thank you for your support of the Second Amendment. You are a pillar in that category. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
I wanted to ask you a question, sir. In your opinion, would it be effective for NSSF or the NRA to sit down with Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid and let him know that SHOT Show, which contributed $60 million to the Las Vegas economy last year, would move and go away someplace if he entertained any legislation that opposed the Second Amendment?
Bingo. If that conversation hasn't taken place, shame on those who have failed to do so. The number one missing link in Second Amendment rights and hunting rights and overall constitutional rights is that apathy, the scourge, the curse of apathy, has silenced so many Americans that the worst among us are represented in our government now. So I would pray to God that that conversation has already taken place, and I believe that Harry Reid, in all his general buffoonery, has a moment of intellect and honesty when he actually recommended to the president that they slow down after these recent shootings in determining infringement upon the Second Amendment, which a lot of people question how the NRA can endorse a guy like Harry Reid when in fact the most important ally in a war is our guy in their foxhole. Don't ever underestimate that brilliant tactic. The most important gun supporter in the world is a Democrat who can be in on the enemy's roundtables.
Sir, one more comment. I'd like to say to Piers Morgan, I don't give a rat's ass what happens in England and Wales. I'm an American.
Bingo.
It's about here.
I think the kiss my ass statement was the most important.
Real quick, this is an attack really on American culture.